got some interesting electric vehicles here. So some electric vehicle aficionado. I'm gonna go take a look at them. And here is one of the 90s electric cars. I grew up. This is the electric cars that came out when I grew up. If you watched the documentary "Who Killed the Electric Car," you'll know all about this car. This is the I think it's a Saturn or GM EV1. So there you go. I heard this is actually a very nice car. And unfortunately, they never took off. It's got that, you know, GM styling for the 90s. I've actually seen another one of these in Cupertino, California. I've seen another one. So I think I've seen, this is the first one I've seen because this is my second time to the Petersen Museum. So yeah, so it's the 96 GM EV1. It has it's 1,117 of these built. It has a range of 100 miles, so it's still pretty good by today's standards. I mean, I guess we're getting better. We're getting double that now. So, but not only within the last couple of years, you know. Yeah, this is supposed to be one of the best electric cars that came out in the 90s. You could only lease them. They would only lease you it, so they won't let you keep it. So very few of these survived. Most of them are probably like in museums or something. It's very cool. It's a historical electric car right here. So I think the charge port is over here. They didn't have like a charge point stations back in the days. They had some funky like charger thing that plugged into there. I think they might have, actually they do have it here. We'll take a look at it in a second. Okay, so you remember how I said it had some funky charger that plugged into the front of the car? Well, this is the one. This is the Edison EV electric car charger, and had this funky handle that you pull in and you shove it in there. Kind of reminds me of Evangelion still. And this is a modern J1772 right here. Looks like one. I can't take it out though. Here's what the battery pack looks like. Oh, it's a Tesla battery pack. Okay. So as you can see, you've got the lithium-ion cells in there. It's like, you know, they're like laptop battery cells basically, but there's just like a whole crap ton of them in there. There's a circuit board right here. And they make these, well, they assemble these in Fremont, California, near where I live. So it's pretty cool. Yes, all of these are batteries, so every one of these little holes is one cell. It's really interesting. And here we go. This is a really old electric battery. Look at this, man. Crazy. It's like an old charger right here. So this looks like a lead acid battery. And this looks like this is a GM nickel metal hydride battery pack right here. Look at that. There's like acid building on the terminals, sulfating. But yeah, so that's pretty much, they got, you know, the oldest to the newest right here. So this is the oldest battery pack right here and charger. And you got a little newer and smaller. The funny thing is, this is a lot smaller than those other ones. It looks like a regular. It looks like a battery charger for 12 volts and trash. In fact, that's probably what it is. It's not too much different than what's in your, you know, most normal automobiles on the road nowadays. And this was the early nickel metal hydride batteries. It's a GM cell. It's probably like the one that's in that EV1 over there, maybe. And this is the charger for it. I've actually seen one. I seen one of these before at like a Costco, but I think they took it out or something. Nobody uses it anymore. And then this is a J1772. Interesting thing to note. This is that's not a Tesla charger, so I don't know why that's there. because this is a Tesla battery pack. But like most electric cars would use this charger right here. Tesla likes to do their own thing, and so they have their own plug. So that's a modern lithium-ion battery pack, is what that is. It's a Tesla battery pack. Okay, so here they got like this is a Tesla Model S P85D. So it has an 85 kilowatt hour battery pack, and it's dual motor. So there's a motor up there, and there's a motor here. This is basically, it's without the shell basically, and all the batteries are supposedly on the bottom here. And yeah, pretty cool. If you go to the Tesla store, you might be able to see one of these. So there's the powertrain right there to the front. So you got a little electric motor. Looks like a starter motor for your steering right there. And it's got like a long kind of axle. I wonder if there's any kind of oil in there. That's a good question. I'm not really too familiar how the Teslas work, you know. It looks like there's a gearbox in there, you know. It doesn't have gears, but you know, it's supposed to be a single speed. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Merlin is totally geeking out on this stuff, dude. Totally. And here's the rear motor. So the cool thing about electric cars, you don't need a drive shaft or anything. You can just plop an electric motor in the back and run some wires to it. And it must have some kind of differential here. It has to have some kind of differential, else you'd be doing like burnouts all the time, you know. No exhaust pipe needed. It looks like it has some kind of air suspension. Yeah, it looks like this looks like a air compressor fitting. So I didn't know that the Tesla Model S did that. It's interesting. Okay, cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Alright, so this is the Honda FCX. It's a fuel cell powered car. It looks kind of like a Honda Civic. This is one of their Honda's early fuel cell vehicles, circa 2003, if you look down there. 2003. So as you can see, hydrogen vehicles have been around for quite a time still. And they're just getting around to selling them commercially. So yeah. I guess this is where you fill the hydrogen up. There's like 2 compartments. I wonder what they're for. That's a good question. And there's like a park, a reverse, a neutral, and a drive. So they still have a neutral. It's pretty cool. We have a solar powered car. This looks like a solar racer or something. It has 4 horsepower. This is the only one built. You can go 85 miles per hour. Wow. On the power of the sun, dude. And look at, these are all the solar panels on the side right here. Rad. So I just heard like Toyota is gonna make a car that has like enough solar panels to charge the battery and give it more range. So it's pretty exciting stuff that you know, stuff from 1987, you know, it's been around for a long time, you know, but we're just getting around to, you know, it being on like commercial vehicles now. So pretty dope. So there was saying here that that this arch here, it provides propulsion for when if the wind blows through it, I guess it pushes the car along. It's kind of like acts like a sail or something. It's pretty cool. So this whole kind of hood kind of type thing. So it's like kind of like, yeah, that's why they call it a hybrid. It's 2 power. It's powered by the wind and powered by the sun. It's cool. 1987 technology. All the different pumps for alternative fuels. So here we got a hydrogen right here. We've got CNG, compressed natural gas. Natural gas. Another CNG nozzle right here. It's a different kind. This is a J177. I'm surprised they don't even mention it's a J1772. It's a charging plug, but it is a J1772. So this is a E85 nozzle here. And this is a diesel, and this is a gasoline right here. If you go to different countries, they got different stuff. So it's pretty cool. I'm surprised they don't have a DC fast charging nozzles yet. Or connectors. 90s electric car at the Petersen Museum. It's a battery. It's a U.S. electric car GTP coupe built in 1994. Go 80 miles per hour, but it only has a range of 45 to 70 miles. Looks like it's got a composite body too. It's pretty nice. It looks kind of. It reminds you of like a. Yeah, it does remind me of a Europa. Sort of, kind of. It's a little more kind of blocky compared to a Europa, but. If you want to pause, check it out.